Hey, I'm Tim the Milkman, and you're watching Hot Rod Madness. Hey, welcome to another episode of Hot Rod Madness. I'm your host, Tim the Milkman, and today we're in Chattanooga, Tennessee for the World of Wheels. I'm checking out a nice split bumper Camaro here. Seems to be early 70s. Can't wait to meet the owner of this. Hopefully we'll get around to a lot of the owners and get their story on how they put together these spectacular hot rods in here. This is gonna be cool. Okay, man, check this out. Folks, I walked up on a beautiful green Ford pickup truck here, and I'm looking at the owner here, and I bet you he has the specs on this one. How are you, Daryl and Susie?
Good. How you doing today, sir?
Good to see you at the World of Wheels with this thing, man. This is familiar to me. I have saw this vehicle in a magazine before, and I gotta come over and get the specs on it, man. I'm looking at a little Hemi sitting in this thing. What is that exactly?
It's a 1955 Chrysler Hemi. It's a 331 cubic inch.
Okay.
It's of course it's been opened up a little bit,
I can tell.
Yeah, 30 over and new pistons, a good little mild cam. The intake and all that is the old school stuff, with the 497s. It's an old drag race intake.
That looks cool, man.
And she runs on pretty good.
I bet it does. 4 carburetors. Wow.
Yep, all of them's hooked up. All of them work.
Okay.
Yep.
What do you call those? 2 barrels, 1 barrels? What are they?
They're 2 barrels. They're 97 Strongberg 2 barrels.
Gotcha. Wow. And you came up with this engine scheme all on your own?
Well, no, I can't say that. That's the way they did it in the day. I mean, when the flathead started going out there in '53, the Chrysler Hemis come out in '52, and they were coming on strong. They were starting to dominate early. Don Garlett, run. That's what he won everything in. The Swamp Rat and everything. People put them in. That's what they started to do. Jerking them flatheads out and putting Hemis in them.
So you come up with the idea to put one in your old pickup.
I wanted to make it look as cool as I could.
Well, I gotta say that is really cool. The application you've decided on there for this little Ford is awesome, man. When I seen it debuted in the Rod and Custom magazine, man, golly, I had to read the article and all that and look at it again. It was cool. Love it.
And I got to plug Tommy Lee Baird on the article with Coker Tire.
Okay, yeah.
He took all the photos and wrote the article and did an awesome job.
Yeah, it was.
So cool. I want to be sure and get him in there.
Nice, man.
Because he's done a good job for me.
Good deal.
You can't go wrong with a big old motor in a little bitty car.
I know.
That's
it just promotes it as being a beast.
That's right.
When you stuff a big old motor in a small size vehicle. Well, all right.
Because whether you're looking at the truck or not, you're going to look at the motor.
Right.
That's just the way it is.
Especially if you got the hood up, the sides are going off the hood, you got to see it, man.
That's right.
The pipes, the aluminum valve covers, all that stuff polished like it is. Beautiful job, man. Looks great.
And of course, my wife helped a little bit too. She helped some. She at least cooks dinner while I'm in the shop.
All right. Next, we'll get a little peek at the interior.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, man. We're looking at the interior in this thing, and of course, it looks all brand new. It's freshly painted, just like the outside of it. Yeah. Wow.
The trucks didn't have a whole lot of frills, so there's not, there's no sense covering this up because that's, part of the truck itself.
Love it, man. Look how you kept the original dash. A lot of people cut them up and put different things in them. It looks like you left the factory dash in it and just made it look pretty.
In fact, that is the original gas tank. But it's not now, but I just hogged out the old tank and put the electronic stuff in it and used it for a seat riser still, so it all.
Hey, cool idea, huh?
It worked out great.
Looks good.
It hides the battery and hides all the electronics, and of course the tank is in the back now.
Nicely done, man. That's nice, simple, and clean. Love it, man.
What I was going for is.
That is awesome.
And this color is actually an original fleet color for the trucks.
Oh, really?
So it's of course it's more of a shinier version than they had in the day, but it is the true color called Blue Rock Green.
Blue Rock Green.
And actually, I painted this truck myself too. So
really?
I've done all this work.
So you did this in your backyard, in your garage, right?
Pretty much, that's correct.
Wow.
Yep, pretty much.
I gotta hand it to this guy, man. Anybody that can take a truck like this and do this, bring it to this level, that's awesome, dude.
It's 95% of it right there in my backyard.
All right, cool. So you're a local around here?
Well, no, I'm about 35 miles west of Birmingham, Alabama. About 150 miles away.
Well, all right. We plan on doing the Alabama show
Yep.
Next month. Are you going?
I'm not going to. I've showed this truck there a couple of times already. I'm going to be there, but
Okay.
I'm not going to show this truck.
All right,
First time here.
We'll probably see you around
Oh
over
yeah,
there.
yeah. I got a buddy going to be there and another little black truck, so maybe
Okay.
we can get you to hook up with him there.
Yes, sir. We might just do that then.
Yep.
We'll be looking
Good
forward
deal.
to seeing you, man.
I'll be there.
Let's step back here and get a shot of this little display you got there. All right. As we said, this truck's been featured in a magazine, Rod and Custom, and you said, who did the article for you?
Tommy Lee Baird. He's actually in the promotion department, the marketing department with Coker Tire.
Okay.
Takes care of all their article, and he also freelances for several magazines.
All right, cool.
And he actually did this article and all for me last year in Knoxville. And then this is, come out in, I think it was a July issue of Rod and Custom. What this was.
That's probably when I picked the magazine up and looked at it, man. That is cool.
It was actually 4 pages, of their feature rod, they call it.
Wow, very nice.
They've done a real good job.
Yeah, they did.
Good job.
Laid it out very well.
Right. Did a good article, and you can see it says home built haulers, and that's what he kind of promoted, was that I had done most, all the work there.
Wow.
Of course,
like I
you
said.
got friends that helped you with all of it.
Of course. Yeah, what would you be without your friends, right? I got dollar bills shooting us right now with the camera.
That's right, yeah. That's right.
How can you get by without them, right?
That's right.
Okay. Hey, man, I appreciate you showing it to us.
No problem.
It's
I
a
appreciate
beautiful
you
truck,
taking the
man.
time to talk to me.
Love the application, how you put it together, man. Beautiful. All right, you have a nice day, bud.
Bye-bye.
I think I ran up on one of the most custom Dodge pickups I've ever seen. This thing's amazing. And I believe Marvin here is responsible for the custom work of it. How you doing, Marvin?
I'm doing great.
All right, sir. Thanks for having us in your little area here to scope out your Dodge pickup truck, man.
Welcome to it.
Now, I'm looking at a late model running gear in this thing. What year is this Dodge?
48.
A 48.
48 Dodge.
Okay.
Ram.
A Ram.
Ram.
Okay. Now, the word or the name Ram, was that factory? Is that a factory name for this, that
Sure.
old of a truck?
Yeah, and the Ram is still on Dodges.
Yeah, I know they're still on it, but I was just wondering how far back that name went with it.
How far back? I think about 46.
Okay, cool.
About 46. It had a big Ram on the hood of it. Of course, I
Oh, gotcha.
removed that.
Okay, yeah, you want it all sleek and smooth looking.
Yeah.
I can understand that. Cool. Man, you got a late model running gear in it. What is that?
That's a 440. It's been bored, cammed. It's been everything that we could do to it at a machine shop,
Okay.
and we built it to race.
All right.
But we went so far with the body, my son said, Dad, let's don't bust it up. Let's don't tear it up.
Yeah.
Let's just show it we'll build another one.
Okay. All right. So is that thing carbureted or fuel injected?
Yeah, it's got a 750 on it, 750 pumper
okay.
on it.
So the block itself, is that an older application or is that?
Yeah, that come out of a 70 Dodge Charger.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's not really late model stuff.
No,
The
no.
valve covers made me think it was late model.
That,
It looks
that's
good,
later
man.
stuff.
All right. Cool. All right, we'll check out the interior next.
And it's got 4500 stall converter on it.
Mm-hmm.
When we set it in here, we kicked the carpet out from under it 3 times, and finally we just pushed it in here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When you touch that gas, them
Yeah.
back wheels turn.
So it'll light them up pretty easy, won't it?
You can't hardly load the thing.
Gotcha.
It,
What kind of transmission is in it?
It's out of a Chrysler Imperial,
Okay. All right.
and it's been reworked and built strong. And
So I know you bring it to the world of wheels all fancy and polished up like this, but do you ever drive it?
no,
No, you don't drive it.
it's too radical.
Oh, wow. Okay. Gotcha.
It wouldn't ride good.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, I wouldn't care to start to California with it.
Oh, okay.
But no, I've got others I drive.
Okay. I understand. You probably do.
But We have had it at Bristol at a car show.
Uh-huh.
Went down the drag strip to go back to the show place. My son said, "Dad, you'll never have this chance again.
Yeah.
Get on that nitrous and stomp it."
And stomp it, huh?
Front wheels come off the ground. They said about a foot.
Wow. Okay.
It just come up and shot down,
Yeah.
and I got so nervous I couldn't hardly get out of
Did it
it.
make you nervous?
Well, I never rode that way before in
I
my life.
understand. Mopar, people. He says it'll lift the front tires off the ground. Hey,
It was
yeah.
It was awesome. I tell you what, it just shot down, and there's a motion for me to get off to go back to my show place, and I couldn't stop it. I went down, turned around, and come back.
All right, let's get a peek at the interior here, man.
Now the interior is the seats came out of a Thunderbird, but my upholstering man done all the upholstering, and that's pure leather. That's no imitation stuff.
Oh boy, look at them gauges. Would you, dollar bill?
I had
Nice.
those gauges gold plated in Louisville, Kentucky, and my wife didn't know I spent all that money.
Oh, man.
She may find out now.
She may find out now. Oh, this is a recent upgrade, right? She don't know yet.
And she said, back in those days, she said, "What do you want for Christmas?" I said, "A billet steering wheel." So she called the people. She said, "Marv, you ain't going to get no billet steering wheel or $500.
Looks like a nice one, man.
Yes, it is.
Good.
So 2 weeks later, it come in the mail. I ordered it.
Beautiful, man. I'm looking at the exposed frame under the bed of this thing.
Well, we cut that bed,
Wow, look at that.
and we had to set it in, for the
Yeah.
wheels on
Looks
it.
like you got 33s here.
Yeah, they're 18.5-inch Mickey Thompson.
Oh boy.
It's got every gadget you can think of. It's got power doors, windows, air, heat, everything is on that truck.
Even the frame is painted peach.
Yeah, it's peach.
Well, the color does set it off quite nice, you know?
It's different.
Yeah.
We visit car shows all the time, and there's a lot of them that's red and stuff like that, but we wanted peach.
It is different. It is different. So what's in the bed of this thing, man? I'm looking at some kind of stuff here. Oh wow, he got a nice sound system
This
back
truck has
here, and
2 complete stereo systems in
okay,
it.
2 complete stereo
One in
systems.
the
That's what
cab, one in the bed.
Yeah.
All total 10 speakers, but the bed back here is hooked up to 8 speakers.
All right.
Got a 600 booster on it.
Yeah.
I can rattle the lights in this building
I'll
with it.
bet.
And I love Elvis.
Love Elvis, huh? So
I was in the Army with him.
every car show you pull up to, they can hear you coming, right?
Me and Elvis spent 2 years in the Army together.
Really?
Yes, we did.
No kidding.
Basic training and went on to Germany.
Well, I myself am a big Elvis fan. Elvis was the coolest, you know? When I was coming up, that was the guy to be listening to. Love it. That's cool.
He called me and him and another guy was buddies,
Uh-huh.
and he lived in Michigan. I lived in Dayton, Ohio. He come down and picked me up. Elvis called him and said, "Pick Marv up
Cool.
and come to Memphis. I'm going to
All
be
right.
there for 3 days." And
Yeah.
2 weekends,
All
we
right.
went down there and stayed with Elvis.
All right. That's cool.
I'm going to make this statement.
Uh-huh.
One of the finest soldiers this country's ever produced.
Oh, yeah?
He was so dedicated.
Elvis Presley, huh?
Elvis Presley, he would not sing. He's a polishing his shoes, grooming, done his KP. He was the finest soldier we had.
He's a straightforward type guy in the military, right?
Never heard nothing
Cool.
out of him. He was
Nice.
always straight.
Well, all right. Love how that stripe went down through there.
Got that
Some
round
kind of
on
chocolate brown went with this peach color. That matches great.
it. Yeah, it sure does.
Looks good. Well, that's
Well-
a nicely done vehicle. I appreciate you showing it to us, sir.
Well, thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you. That's what it's for.
That's what it's for, to show off, right? All right, thanks, Marvin. You have a good
Thank-
day, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, it's the Milkman here. Man, I'm looking at a 50s model pickup truck, and you know I'm a big fan of it. Got one myself. I found the owner of this one, and I'll get the specs on it. Hey, man.
Hey, Adrian Shelton, glad you meet you, Milkman.
Adrian Shelton, thanks for bringing this out here, man. You know, I'm a big fan of these trucks. Well, I had to build one back in the day for myself. I advertised my show with it. When I saw this one, I'm going, man, I gotta catch the story on it.
I appreciate it. Like I say, under the hood of it, it's the 350 Chevrolet crate motor, powered by a 700 R4 transmission with all the billet and March pulley system set up on it. Like I say, it's a good driver.
Step closer, I gotta look at this thing, man. Wow, beautiful. A lot of polished parts on it, aluminum intake, beautiful fan on the aluminum radiator, polished master cylinder and brake booster. Wow, that's a lot of stuff in there.
A lot of stuff, a lot of cleaning.
You took a lot of time in building this thing, didn't you?
We built it 9 months from a 3/4 ton flatbed, which belonged to my wife's dad.
Wow. So this was a flatbed truck?
This was a flatbed truck originally.
Cool. Oh man, nice. Now, in order to put the original style bed on it, did you go buy aftermarket stuff, or did you find a bed that's in good enough shape?
No, all the sheet metal on it is aftermarket. It is all from Classic Parts of America.
Oh, cool.
And it's sitting on an S10 chassis.
Man, I do know this. Nowadays, you can buy anything you want to rebuild this truck over and over and over. They're just beautiful, man.
Yeah, money is the sky. You can buy whatever you want to.
All it takes is money, right?
That's it.
Wow. It looks like y'all did a phenomenal job with this. You got, what kind of wheels are those?
Exactly, American Racing, the Boulevards, 20 by 10 on the back, 18 by 8 on the front.
Okay, beautiful. Man, I'm looking at disc brakes on the front. What kind of front end is it?
Like I say, it's a full S10 chassis from front to rear.
Okay.
It's all S10, all stock chassis.
Okay, here's a question you might hear all the time when you tell that. Now, is that a long wheelbase truck that
you use? It is a long wheelbase, regular cab, 82 to late 90s, early 2000 models.
Okay, so the measurements on your wheelbase from front to back, that's the same?
Well, like I said, it's a 118-inch wheelbase. You wind up taking about 7 inches off the rear of the frame, and then cutting the frame back on the front a little bit, which we went with the Easy Swap chassis kit, which you can buy everything from them to convert whatever you want to.
You hear it, folks. They make a kit now that you can adapt this stuff over to. That's cool.
They really do. Like I say, it works great.
That's a big plus, you know. It takes out some of the guesswork on how to put the cab on. And
like I say, when you buy the kit, they send you the full detail, layout, everything, so it's simple. You can have a cab and bed swapped out in a day's time.
Wow, nice, man. That's awesome. There you have it, people. Nowadays, you can buy a kit, put your old stuff on a new frame, and have at it. That's wonderful application. Let's check out the interior in this thing, man. I keep noticing the color pattern in there and matches the paint perfectly, man. Look at this. Check this out. Ooh, can you open that door a little? Yeah, Dollar Bill, get around here where you can get a shot of that. Look at how they color coordinated this pickup truck. Now, all right, who did the interior?
Actually, this interior was done by M&M Hot Rod Interiors in Holly Pond, Alabama.
Okay.
And that's the back seat out of a Dodge Durango.
Oh man, it looks good in there.
And which it's got the vintage air on it. Everything else is pretty well set up stock look in it with I did it column in it, just to keep the original old style look.
Okay. Well, all right. As clean as this thing is, I gotta ask, do you ever get it out and drive it?
Oh yeah, like I say, sunshiny weather, we'll get it out and ride it up down the roads.
Nice.
We carried it up to Charlotte, North Carolina, and rode it all over the hills of Mooresville, riding the back roads with it.
Man, nothing better to ride through the hills than one of these, man. Beautiful truck, dude.
Like I say, it was painted and all by the Hot Rod Shop in Corinth, Mississippi.
Okay, what color would you call that?
This is carbon black metallic.
Carbon black metallic. Wow, beautiful.
2011, 2012 General Motors color.
Okay, I don't know if the camera's going to do it any justice, but looking into it, I can see myself very clear through that fender. Beautiful paint job, man.
Appreciate it.
Nice. Wouldn't surprise me none if you win something here at the World of Wheels today.
We win or lose, like I say, we just get out and enjoy meeting folks like you.
That's cool.
Just coming out and enjoy it,
Wow, and you're pulling a matching trailer here with a Pepsi Cola box on it. Now, did you come up with that scheme yourself?
Like I say, this little scheme here, wife's dad, all he would drink was Pepsi Cola, and this was kind of in memory of him being built. So we found the box, redone the box, and I built the trailer and all, and to match the truck, and just put it with it, and it went well with it,
Very interesting. Now, if you get this shot of these there photos down here, I guess that's it in the making, and sure enough, it's got a flatbed on it in that photo right there.
That's correct. Like I say, they went from the picture you see in the left-hand corner there to what you see in the bottom right-hand corner in 9 months.
All right. Was this a 3/4 ton truck?
It was a 3/4 ton truck originally, sure was.
Wow, big 6-cylinder and all that from factory, and people like you get a hold of them, and wow, it's amazing what people do with them, man.
It's just a hobby and
Oh yeah.
something runs in your blood. You got to like it.
Yep. Once it's in your blood, you're done, man. You gotta go with it.
That's correct. You know, like I say, we enjoy it.
You'll probably be building hot rods for the rest of your life, man. All right, I appreciate you showing it to us, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming by.
Wonderful hot rod, buddy. I'm loving it.
Thank you.
Beautiful, man. You have a nice day.
Y'all too.
All right. Hey, Bob. How are you, sir?
Just fine.
All right, man. I come over here to get the specs on your ride that you brought to the World of Wheels today, man. This thing's looking beautiful, man. What do you call this?
Well, it's a 1941 Ford convertible.
Okay.
It's a real convertible. Top does go down.
Uh-huh.
Although I'm kidding because I never put it down because
You've never had the top down.
don't put creases in the top. that
Okay.
way.
All right, gotcha.
And it's powered by a 429 Ford.
Oh, big block. Yeah.
It started life as a Cobra Jet motor, 370 horse motor, and now it's got aluminum heads, comp valve train with roller rockers.
Step up here and let's take a peek at it. All right. Wow, looks like everything's polished under the hood.
Well, it's to save from having to polish it all the time. The valve covers, those are Super Cobra Jet valve covers, and then of course the air cleaner and the intake, all that's aluminum, and I chromed it so that I don't have to polish it all the time.
Okay, all
you
right.
chrome aluminum and you don't ever polish it again.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to remember that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it makes it nice. You just
Cool.
wipe it down.
I'm telling
And,
you what, it does look good.
It does make it a lot easier and everything, but
Wow.
the motor's pumping out a little bit more than 370 now with the what it's got, the aluminum heads, like I said, and the little goodies inside and the 2.4s.
Okay, yeah, 2 carburetors.
Yes, sir.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
The polished AC unit, the
Yeah, this
alternator,
is-
everything's
This
polished
is all
on
street and performance up front here,
it. Okay.
stuff, and
Wow. Beautiful, man. Nice. Love the LED lights.
yeah, I stick those underneath there so
Yeah.
people can, because it gets kind of dark under that hood and everything.
Makes the intake pop, man.
Yes,
Good idea.
it does. It makes
I'm looking
makes
at-
it jump out there.
Yeah,
so,
those LEDs highlight the whole engine when you do that.
oh yeah, yeah.
That's beautiful.
And then of course the trick thing on the engine is the air cleaner. When we were building the car, Larry Griffey in Knoxville, Tennessee, at Griffey's Hot Rods and Restoration,
Okay.
built the car.
Oh.
Okay, and that's who painted it. He's the one that painted this great color.
All
But he
right.
called me one time. He wanted to know, said, "Do we have to use that air cleaner?" And I said yes. And he said, "Well," he said, "I got to mill it down or make something. It doesn't want to fit on. It's on the carburetors, but it's hitting the firewall." He said, "You sure we got to use it?" And I said, "Yes." My wife gave me that as a Christmas present one year.
Oh.
I said, "We have to use that just
Yes.
like it is."
I see.
And so he put a half moon into the firewall that the air cleaner fits into.
Wow.
So I mean, so that to save the air cleaner from being cut or anything.
Custom.
Oh yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
He did a lot of little trick things to the car.
Wow. If it don't fit, make it fit.
Yes. Oh,
Beautiful.
He's tremendous
All
with
right.
metal work and fabrication. He really is.
That is awesome. All right, let's take a peek at the interior. All right, man. I'm looking at the colors in the interior here, man. The tan leather, I'm guessing, just matches the dark red beautifully, man.
yeah.
Who did the interior?
The interior was done by Bobby Griffey in Knoxville, Tennessee.
All right.
He offered to do the car. Bobby's been doing interiors since the 70s, and I knew of him. And when he saw the car in his brother's shop after it was painted, I offered to do the interior, and I said, "Oh yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be great." And
Yeah.
he's the one that did it. It's leather from the firewall through the trunk. They're 2009 Cadillac CTS or
Okay.
something, but he tweaked the seats. There's an outside hump on the seat for the shoulder belt, and he put an inside hump on it, and then connected the two down the back, so
Wow.
it looks like one piece. And then he trimmed down the headrest, so that it makes the headrest look like he goes into the seat. He
Oh,
did,
cool.
he did a real good job on that.
More custom stuff.
Oh
That's
yeah,
beautiful,
yeah.
man.
He called me one day and asked if he could do it, and I told him, I said, "You're the professional. I don't know. Just
Yeah.
do it."
Just do it.
You know.
Make it look good, man. So
he
is
did,
that?
he did a heck of a job with that, and the little console there. A lot of people ask me where I picked up that piece of fiberglass,
Yeah.
and that is not fiberglass. That's metal. Larry made that piece right there.
Oh, wow.
And then you notice the chrome strip in the middle
I
of
see
it.
that.
It matches the strip in the middle of the dash coming down over the radio speaker.
Wow, makes everything
That's-
flow just right.
That's an original 41 Ford dash.
Okay.
Just the stuff has been re-chromed.
Yeah.
And of course we did add air conditioner vents in the bottom. And then it's got Dakota digitals
I see that.
in the dash itself.
Wow.
But that's all pretty much 41 dash right
Yeah, the
there.
digital display looks cool, man.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
nice stuff.
And it you know, it's the car itself, when you crank it up, the digital comes on and it raises up. It's sitting on air ride.
Wow.
You know, so.
Beautiful, man. So it rides great down the road,
yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does.
You get in it and drive it on the weekends?
In the spring
Yeah.
and summer,
Yeah.
I drive it just about every weekend.
Oh, man, I'd have to if I, had a ride
I go
like
somewhere.
that. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
But then when I started getting ready for this show,
Yeah.
mid-November.
Uh-huh.
I put it on the lift in the garage
Started-
and
yeah.
pressure washed the bottom of
Started
it.
polishing on it,
And
didn't you?
started polishing. See, I have to
Oh, yeah.
repolish
I'm looking in
the
the mirror
pipes
here, people.
underneath
That-
and all the stuff.
Underneath it's just as show pretty as the top side of it. It's beautiful,
See
man.
the little chrome fuel filter down here. I have to go back and clean that. And,
Details, man,
yeah.
details.
And it's got chrome bars up underneath it that I have to.
Yep.
But I love getting out driving it. So
Okay.
and everything.
That's good. Yeah, if you don't get to ride in it ever, man, you know, you don't enjoy it that much.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this car, I got to tell you though, this car, my wife and I were on the Hot Rod Power Tour
Okay.
in a 34 5-window coupe we have with a rumble seat. Okay,
Ah, okay.
that gets kind of crowded on a trip.
Yeah.
We got back from the Hot Rod Power Tour, and she told me she was never going to travel in that coupe again. There was time to do something to the convertible that was sitting in the basement.
Okay.
And that's how this project came about. So
All
we
right.
started, and we got onto this. And,
Wow, and you made it all the way to the world of wheels with it.
Yes.
It's just beautiful.
Thank
man.
you very much. I had a vision and what I wanted done to the car, and how
Yeah.
Larry and I talked about it, and he did it. I mean, he did a great job on the
That's
car.
how it starts, with a vision in your own
Yeah.
mind on how you want
Yeah.
the car to look.
And my vision was
Wow.
it had to be red too.
A lot of people don't get to live their dream like this, dude. You're lucky, man.
Yeah, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I've owned this car since April of 1962.
Wow.
I bought it when I was 15 years old. Didn't even have a driver's license.
Now, I bet it didn't look nothing like that when you got it.
Sure it did. I just washed it and
You
rubbed
just
it.
watch it. Okay.
You know.
All right.
No,
well,
it didn't look like
well,
that.
thanks for bringing it out and showing it to us, buddy.
All right.
That is wonderful,
Thank you.
man. You have a good day, sir.
You too. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
All right, now we're out here with Joel. Check this wrecker out. Hey, man, you brought a cool looking wrecker for us to look at today here at the World of Wheels, man. Tell us a little bit about the power plant in this thing.
Okay, it's a 1935 Ford truck. It has a 302 Ford engine
Yeah.
and a automatic overdrive transmission, and we kept it all Ford.
Kept it all Ford, huh? No Chevrolet small block in there. But it's all polished stuff. I'm looking at polished valve covers, the air cleaner, and the AC on it. Wow, do you drive this thing?
No, sir, I haven't yet. It's
Okay.
coming, but not yet.
Yeah, I understand. So you put the AC in it because you know you want to drive it one day, right?
I want to keep cool.
Wow, as clean as this thing is, yeah, I'd probably want to drive it too. That's awesome, man. All right, so did you build this in your backyard or what?
No, sir, there's a builder that built a great deal of this, but there's several shops that's had a key part of it.
Yeah, okay. All right, I understand. I guess you picked out the whole scheme for it.
I did the hard part. I financed it.
Uh-huh, gotcha. Yeah, all it takes is money, right?
That's it.
I'm looking at the name on the door here. I guess you're a tow trucker, aren't you?
Yes, sir. We've been in business since 1945, and it's our company,
1945. All right. What's the name of that on the door?
Fountain City Wrecker Service.
Gotcha. Okay. Right here in Tennessee.
Yes, sir, Knoxville.
All right, sir. So you pick out the color for this thing?
All my trucks are green.
Yeah. All of them are green. Matches the whole fleet, right?
Yep.
That's cool. Good for business, man. Who's this fella standing next to it, man?
That's my dad.
Okay.
My dad goes with me to all the shows.
Yeah. All right. Wow. Now, is that pretty close to his?
That's real close. He's just a little bit slimmer than Dad was,
Yeah,
but very,
gotcha.
very close.
All right. He guards the tow truck for you at the shows.
He drives when we're using it.
Yeah, I understand. All right, man. Looking at the interior. Now, a lot of these guys around here had local people do their interiors. What about you?
Well, there was a guy in Maryville, Tennessee that did a lot of it, and then 2 years ago we redone some of it. A guy in Knoxville done some of it, so it's been a couple had hands in the interior.
Looks great.
Thank you.
The colors work well with the green. That's beautiful. I got a pickup truck at the house real close to that color. It's a beautiful color. Wow. Come back here and check out the boom on this thing. All right, now, if this thing wasn't polished up, would you be using it? It looks functional. That's why I'm asking.
Yes, sir. It's an original wrecker, and it's all it's all usable steel. It's just been polished and chromed and painted.
Wow, what a setup! It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
It's all color coded to match the vehicle. Beautiful setup, man. That is cool.
Yep.
And it's an actual dually rear end under it. What kind of rear end is it?
It actually does have a Chevrolet rear end and front end, but they're all, on those size trucks. They're all we're pretty much universal.
Wow, you could hook up to one of these Chevelles or whatever here and just tow it wherever, right?
I could.
Cool. What kind of transmission you got in this?
It's
thing?
got automatic overdrive forward in it.
All right. Mm-hmm. Overdrive. Yeah, you might want to take to the highway with this thing one day.
Yep.
That is awesome. Promote your business really well with a piece of art like this. I'm looking at them through the mirrors. You can see how clean it is underneath, people. That thing's awesome. It's just as clean under there as it is up here. Of course, it has to be for the world of wheels, right?
Yep.
Man,
yep.
you might take a trophy out of here with that thing.
Well, we hope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it if you did. It's the nicest looking tow truck I've seen in quite some time.
I appreciate that.
All right, sir. Well, I appreciate you showing it to us.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, sir. All right, it's the Milkman out here. And look, we'll come up with a real hot rod every now and then. This one here, full scale, buddy. This is for drag racing only. And here's the owner of it. Hey, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, maybe you're not the owner, but you're the driver, right?
Yes.
You drive this thing. You know all about it, right?
I'm the one that has the fun part.
All right, your name is Johnny?
Johnny Lewis.
Okay, Johnny Lewis. How long have you been racing, man?
Ever since I was 14 years old.
Wow, 14.
Yeah, and I'm 53
Really?
now.
You're 53 now?
Yes.
Well, I guess this guy knows what he's doing behind the wheel of a drag car. Okay.
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yes, sometimes.
Oh, I bet you do pretty good. Now, I'm looking at a small block Chevrolet in this thing, man. What you got there?
What you got here, we got a 434, all dark. It's a little M block. Just basic little 700 horsepower.
Yeah.
Small block.
700 horse.
Yes.
Wow.
700 horses.
Okay. All right, and in order to achieve 700 horse, I'm looking at electric water pump,
Yes.
rack and pinion steering.
Yes.
Man, there ain't much left of the car in there.
No.
You kept a lot of weight down by cutting all that stuff out. There's no inner fender wells, no firewall. You can see straight through the car. All that comes into play with losing weight going fast, right?
Right. Yeah, we trimmed all the factory stuff off this Mazda. The only thing really truly Mazda RX-7 about it is just the outer shell.
Wow.
The whole belly pan and everything's been cut completely out.
Yeah.
And a good friend of mine at Wolf Teever Fabrication, Chip Lively, he's the one that built the frame for me.
Okay.
Actually built the car for me.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Man, look how big that adapter plate is underneath that big old 4-barrel.
Yes.
Wow. So what does that adapter plate do for it?
Well, it's got two sides of it. It's for low end torque
Okay.
or top end power.
All right.
So right now I got it flipped where it's got a lot of low end power. And if I open it up, it'll allow more airflow to go into the
gotcha.
motor, and it'll give it more top
Wow.
end. Yes.
Man. All right. Now, give us the numbers, man. How fast have you taken this thing yet?
Fastest I've been in this car at Memphis, it went a 604 at 112 mile an hour. And that's an eighth mile.
Wow.
And we run a quarter mile down there. It went a 998. I believe it's at 146 or 147 mile an hour.
Okay. Yeah, people, if you know anything about drag racing, you know what all goes into getting down the track that fast. You know this guy's got his act together with this. A 6-second car. Woo, man. That's a quick slap in the behindy, right, when you stomp it.
It's the best ride in the park.
I wish you could fire it up in here, but I know they ain't gonna let you.
You come back after 6, we're gonna
Yeah.
fire it up and get it in the trailer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. In order to, I want to look down the throat of that. Can we remove that towel?
Yeah.
Let's give the viewers a little better idea of just how big that monster carburetor is. Look at that.
Oh, that's the baby carburetor.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just a 1050 Dominator.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you know, I'm a street guy, so I don't know nothing about racing. I'm looking down the throat of that thing, going, wow, that beats my quick fuel on my truck.
Yeah. Time we warm the car up, take it up to staging, do the burnout, stage it, make the run, and come back up to the trailer, it burns about 2.5 gallons of alcohol.
2.5 gallons of alcohol.
Yep.
Don't take long, does it?
Nope. Less than about a minute and a half of running.
Yeah, I see.
It burns 2.5 gallons of alcohol.
All right. You even got a radiator on this thing. I was guessing that you just didn't need a radiator for a quick pass, but.
Well, I did have a big block Buick down in this car.
Oh, really? What happened to it?
Got old and tired and wore out. So.
Come on, man. You blew that thing up, didn't you? Come on, man. Any hot rodder knows, dude, if you had to do a motor swap, there's a reason why.
Well, I wasn't going to say I blew it up.
No.
It just decided it wanted to go.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand, buddy. I got to have some fun with this, man.
Okay, all right. Really, with this motor right here, we really don't need a radiator because it runs off of alcohol.
Yeah.
And it runs so cold.
A lot cooler, huh?
Yes.
All right.
The only way I can build heat in this motor, I got to lean out inside the car.
Okay.
I have to pull it up to allow air to come in the back of this spacer plate.
Yeah.
To even build heat it to lean the motor out. Yeah. Yeah, it barely gets up 160 degrees.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of aluminum parts on it.
Yes.
All right, man. Hey, I thank you for showing it to us and telling us about it.
Hey, I appreciate it.
All right,
I appreciate y'all.
Found me a brightly colored orange Camaro. You know I'm a fan of the split bumper Chevrolet Camaros, and I found one here at the World of Wheels. And if you want to find the best specimens of the Camaros, this is where to find them at, the World of Wheels. Tommy, you're responsible for this one, right?
Yes.
Oh man, what a car, dude.
I rescued it from a junkyard back in '89 for $200 in Marietta, Georgia.
$200.
$200.
Wow.
So I've had it almost 25 years now.
Okay.
So it'll be a quarter of a century.
All right.
I'm getting older, kind of like the car.
Yep, I hear you.
And it's been built a few times, and it was a snowball effect. It started off as a $2,500 paint job, and
wow.
well, I beat that just on the hood alone.
Man.
So I just kind of kept going. I popped in a 427 60 over. It's 572 horsepower, naturally aspirated.
Wow. Oh, wait a minute now. You said 427. Is that block by itself probably came out of an Impala or a Corvette or something back in the 60s, 70s? That
I have no idea.
The reason I'm asking is
I don't
because
care if it came out of a truck.
I understand.
Doesn't matter.
Well, what I'm getting at is the 427 block is becoming rarer and rarer every year. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You don't see them anymore.
No,
That's awesome, dude. Wow, it's good that you found one and put it in there.
Yeah, I got a good deal on it
Heck
a million
yeah.
years ago and had to put it together and just kind of kept going, poured it and polished it myself.
Wow.
And had a lot of fun with it.
You did a lot of the engine work yourself.
I do all my own engine work.
All right, let's step over here and take a peek under the hood for just for a second. Hey, look at this big block, man. Wow. All right. There's some kind of fancy air cleaner under there, dude. You make that?
Yeah, made that too.
Yeah.
And made it to fit underneath the hood. So we customized the hood. Then I bought a 5 3/4 inch cow induction scoop, chopped it apart, chopped the front off to fit, and then with the front that I took off, I moved it to the back.
All right, Tommy here is somewhat of a fabricator. If you can build stuff like that, man, that's cool. That's awesome.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. I didn't actually build it. My friend's shop built it, but I designed it.
I understand.
I get confused because I was still there for it anyway, saying what I want.
Yeah, that's all right.
But J-Dog Customs is the people that put it together. Joe Patterson, he's the owner.
All right.
We've been friends for 20 some odd years, and I was the thorn in his side, because it was the buddy deal, building the car, and it was supposed to be a 1 month paint job, and 6 years later it came back and it was this.
Man, look at the outcome though, man. It was worth it. Look at this.
Yeah, well, this is the car I used to be a daily driver. I'd drive it to the drag strip, race it, and drive it home, and had a lot of fun in the car.
All right, you're
more fun than my wife would want to know about.
Okay. You say you're from Marietta, Georgia?
No, I am from Swanee, Georgia.
Oh, okay. All right, you had some of the stuff done in Marietta, though.
No, that's where I found the car.
That's where you found the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was about a month after I moved to Georgia from New Jersey, and I couldn't believe that I found an old car that wasn't a rust bucket.
Wow. Looks great,
So
man.
that's just kind of what happened with it. Just one little thing after another.
I understand. Hey, let's get a peek at the interior right quick. All right, man. Look at the interior in this thing. It looks like leather. What is that, man?
It used to be something.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill animals.
You don't want to kill
I
animals?
don't want to kill animals. But I'm
Okay.
not going to say what it is because sometimes I cheat.
Yeah.
But
What'd
let's
you
see.
do? Go in your backyard and hack up a possum and then strap the across your seats?
Maybe it was
What do you
my
say?
old dog or something. You know, the one that bit me and gave me some scars.
Okay.
You
what
know,
do
but,
you call it? Basset hound leather or what?
Something like that.
I'm just teasing, man. It looks cool. There's a particular pattern design in the interior. It looks great, man.
Thank you.
That's kind of different. I haven't seen that.
They're completely custom seats. Just
Mm-hmm.
got a car out of a police auction, and I took the front seats out of it and left the car there because I wanted the seats because I like the shape of them.
Yeah.
Customized the dash and did the steering column, but I like the factory console and shifter, so I left that.
Oh yeah.
And then I bought custom door panels and then customized the custom door panels and just kind of kept going and customized about everything. Nice and subtle, the way that I thought GM should have built it back in '71.
Right. Okay.
That's what I was shooting for, except for the hood.
From when you
man.
started on
Yeah.
this vehicle, man, you say you went and found this thing for $200 in a junkyard and just.
And I built it myself, and I built my first engine after buying a Chilton's manual.
Okay. All right.
Because
well,
I could not afford to pay somebody else to do it. So
no, man, I understand. I
I
know.
book out, and that was the end of it.
You got to do it yourself if you want it done,
And
right?
I enjoy doing my own stuff. So
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, with that being said, I want to honor you right now, Tommy.
Well,
thank you for keeping the industry alive. If there's any advice you want to give to our viewers or the upcoming generations on how to build a classic muscle car,
well, just stay away from the tuner cars because they're disposable.
they're disposable.
American
Hey.
muscle is where it is.
Well, hey, that is a statement that you can use, and that's pretty cool.
And there's some fast ones out there. Hell, Fast and the Furious #1 is what made me build this car the final time.
Really.
After watching that movie,
Yes.
it went to the body shop 2 days later.
Well, I just finished watching Fast and the Furious 6, last night, as a matter of fact. They're still including muscle cars in the movies.
They're bringing more in, and if it wasn't for the accident with Paul Walker,
Yeah, I
this was
understand.
supposed to be, I believe this was going to be filmed on December 8th for number 7.
Really? Oh,
Maybe.
man.
I was supposed to get the phone call, but
Yeah, I understand.
unfortunately,
Yeah, I think
bad
they're-
things happen,
I think
and
their plans changed, yeah. Yeah, what can you do, right? Yeah, oh well.
yeah, it is what
Well,
it is.
anyways, we appreciate you showing it to us, man.
All right,
and
thank
and
you.
we just want to encourage the younger generations to keep the industry alive, man. Muscle cars, tuners, whatever. Y'all come see us with all your ideas
buy
and
the
all.
book.
and we,
Do it yourself. It's more fun that way because
Yeah.
90% of the fun is building it.
cool. All right, sir. Thank you. Hey, this is Wayne from the Moonshiners, man. Check this guy out. How about it, Wayne?
How you doing?
I'm all right. You having any fun today?
Oh yeah, having a lot of fun, of fun.
You bring us a sample of some moonshine, man?
We had samples Friday night.
Oh, man. We missed out, right?
Yep.
Okay, now you got your product already in the liquor stores? Can I go buy your product?
No, it's illegal still.
It's still illegal?
But I'm working on getting it in the
Wait a
store.
minute. I thought all that was just staged.
Well, I can't really talk about that.
Oh, we can't really talk about it. So
the only thing I'm here for is I'm trying to find somebody to build me a moonshine hauling truck.
Oh, now, well, we might can help you out with that.
I hope so.
'Cause that's all we do is hot rods now.
Right,
I know
yeah.
some people, man.
Right.
Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Exactly.
But anyway, yeah, maybe off camera. We'll set you up with a moonshine running vehicle.
Right.
We won't air what it looks like because I know you got to be discreet.
It's got to be stealth.
You got to beat something like what Tickle has. You can't use no motorhome.
No, I need something better than motorhome. I can't have it breaking down.
Right. Okay. When's the next episode airing, dude?
Tuesday night at 9.
Tuesday night at 9
Gonna
o'clock.
be some excitement too.
Oh yeah.
Big
Okay.
explosion.
Interesting stuff, right?
Yep.
You ain't gonna blow up your steel, are you?
I'm not blowing it up.
Okay. Oh man, are the cops scheduled to come and bust you or what?
I don't know.
He don't know. He
I
ain't
don't
saying.
know
He
nothing.
don't know. I understand. Well, all right, Wayne. Thanks for having us up, buddy.
Thanks.
All right, sir. Have a good time at the World of Wheels, buddy. All right. All right, Hot Rod viewers, check this out. It's Mr. Vaughn Hot Rod over here strapping up a helmet. How are you, Vaughn?
I am doing great. Look at this. I am talking with the original Milkman here. This is Vaughn Hot Rod. We are coming to you live from Chattanooga, Tennessee, World of Wheels. What brings you out here?
Oh, man, the hot rods and the people. I love it, man. I can't stay away.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a great time out here. A little cold for me. I'm used to Southern California weather.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
right. It's probably sunny and warm back there in California. Man, thanks for coming out, though, man.
anytime.
We appreciate you coming
Thank
up and
you.
helping us
We'll see you
promote the
guys.
Worlds of Wheels.
You got it.
All right, it's
sir.
the Milkman out here. I'm standing here with Miss World of Wheels 2014. You're standing in front of a 32 Ford here. Looks like it's got a small block Chevrolet in it. Late model heads on it. I bet that thing runs good, huh?
I hear it's pretty bumpy ride, but it does run well, yeah.
It is kind of a rat rod, but that thing is cool,
Yeah,
man.
it's super cool.
I just love these things.
I love the spikes on it.
Oh yeah, kind of spiky there above the windshield, huh?
Yeah.
That is cool. Have you rode in it now?
No, but we did the photo shoot here for the poster for World of Wheels,
Okay.
and they pulled it in, and it shook the whole building.
Nice. Man, that'd be awesome if we could hear it run. I bet you can't start it up, can you?
No.
No. Okay. Gotcha. Well, all right. Thanks for having us out today.
Thank you.
All right. All right. It's Tim the Milkman. I'm back here with Jonathan. Dude, I come walking by your display here, and you got a nice little setup here, Jonathan. You got a nice flathead roadster here, a Chevelle at the other end, some items in between. Man, tell us a little bit about this roadster, dude.
First off, we started with a Brookville body, got a roadster shop chassis under it, put it all together, got the ride height set on it and everything, put a flathead in it, and did a nice little interior. M&M handled everything on that for us. Advanced plating, did a nickel plating on everything to try to, not too shiny, but give it a nice little look and try to keep everything traditional looking on it.
Oh man, that thing is the detail and the craftsmanship that went into that is awesome, dude. That's phenomenal. I've seen a lot of roadsters doing what I do. This one, it's just it's off the chart, dude. That's beautiful, man.
I appreciate it. We tried to make it more of an elegant roadster, the high-end roadster for the high-end people,
That does look high-end.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, you're based out of Birmingham, Alabama, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, how long have y'all been in business?
We've been right at 9 years now.
9 years. You've been building hot rods.
Hot rods and muscle cars, pro touring stuff, and trucks and everything.
Yes,
Trying to
sir.
get a little bit of both ends of the world.
Oh yeah. Man, nowadays the sky's the limit, man.
You're right. Yeah.
You can do all kind of stuff with these things now, right?
It's got wheels and you can do anything to it.
Man, that is beautiful, man. I'm loving the interior. I see you got a low car setup over here. So
Yeah.
I'd imagine you put low car products all through these hot rods?
Yes, everything on this has got the. We have teamed up with Low Car to do a traditional line of gauge clusters, shifters. We have handles, we've got even pedal arms, everything. So we've teamed up with them, and that's our traditional line of products that we're selling with them.
Wow, that's cool. I myself advertised my show with that 53 Chevy.
Yes.
I got a low car shifter in it.
Exactly.
Oh man,
this made in the USA. You can't beat it.
it works pretty good in my Chevy.
Yep.
Man, the way you set the interior up, what is that? Is that leather?
Yes, it's actually a distressed leather. Did the brown, just try to tie everything in because the color's got a little bit of that look to it. Did little floor mats in the bottom with the body colored transmission tunnel and all.
Yeah, it's matched up quite well, man. That looks beautiful.
Thanks.
I'm loving that roadster. Now, I see a Chevelle sitting at the other end.
Yep.
That also looks high end, man. Let's go check that out. All right, Jonathan. I'm looking under the hood of this Chevelle your company put out here. I'm going, wow, man. Tell us a little bit about the supercharger on top of this. That's not the traditional old school polished stuff.
This one we teamed up with Turnkey Engine Supply and told them we wanted an LS3 base motor, and then we ended up putting a Kenny Bell Mammoth supercharger on top of it. Puts out a little over 700 horsepower.
Wow, when you say Mammoth, 700 horsepower.
That's right.
Wow, that's beautiful, man. I love the red valve covers and all that makes the rest of the engine just pop, man. That looks great.
Yeah, just add a little bit of color, and don't want to put too much chrome in there and it looks like a ball of chrome. That way you can actually see everything.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I'm looking at the ignition back there. What kind of ignition is it?
Actually, it's all the stock coils back there for that, and we just made them look like that and built a little bracket to hold everything. It's just a little interesting piece.
Man, that is trick. Make it look totally different, but it's I got you. That's cool. What about the front? The setup on the front of the engine.
It's all turnkey. Did everything on this one. They do a great package. package for the whole engine, and it's great people to work with.
Yeah, they do. They do as well. Look at that. That's wow. That's pretty awesome. Now, is that one belt flowing through the whole thing?
It's actually got 2 on there, but yeah.
2 belts. Gotcha. All right. Step around here and take a peek at the interior, man. All right. I'm looking at some red, maybe some red leather on this white paint here.
Yes, what we did, this car is actually for a customer out of the Netherlands, so we was trying to go with a supercar themed on it, and did more of the Ferrari-based, look on the inserts of the seats and everything. And
okay.
So just kind of supercar feel, but American-made car.
Wow, that's quite different.
Yeah,
that is different. Love the seats. What are those seats out of?
Actually, they're out of a Hyundai Tiburon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, man, whatever flows and works, right?
Yeah, it's a great seat that actually fits in there good.
They look comfortable too.
Very comfortable.
As far as riding in it, it looks like it'll go, man.
Yes, it's
comfortable.
That's the thing with these. We try to make this one's actually got a road shop chassis under it with the independent rear setup. Try to bring all new technology into it and have the old car shell on it and make it to where it's a good daily driver. Air conditioned, Bluetooth. I mean, that's what people want, to be able to get in them and drive them.
It is, yeah. Nowadays, that's what they want, and people are willing to pay the price for them too.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like I said, if it's got wheels, it's gonna cost money.
Yep. Yeah. You just can't buy this from factory.
No,
totally different stuff, but it's so high tech looking. It's down to the wheels, man.
Yeah, these
nice.
Actually did 19-inch on the front, 20 on the back. Company we work with, New Tech out of California. They pretty much designed everything, and we pick the colors and go from there.
Okay, New Tech.
Yep, New Tech.
Right.
Yep.
Cool. All right, sir. Beautiful, man. Love the way you set it up. Hey, thanks for showing it to us, man.
Hey, no problem, man.
All right, sir. Tim the Milkman, and you're watching.
Hey, and I'm Von Hot Rod, and you're watching Hot Rod Madness.
Okay.
All
hey,
right.
man, I walked up on these 2 police cars sitting here, and I get the idea that these are not really police cars. Tell us a little bit about these police cars, sir.
Both of these are in the Beat the Heat program.
All right.
Where we race for education. We talk to kids about illegal street racing.
Okay.
And get them to the track instead on the streets.
Oh, cool. All right. So what's your name, sir?
Deputy Gerald Cooley, Jr.
All right, Deputy Gerald. Thank you, sir, for having us out. Man, I'm looking at, first of all, I'm looking at under the hood of this Malibu, and I'm going, you know what? This motor looks like it runs on a daily basis. I can imagine these guys are racing this on a regular weekend thing. Do y'all race every weekend?
As often as we can that they let us off from work.
Okay.
But we race this a lot.
You got to get off work and do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It gives you a lot of race practice when you're in high-speed pursuit or whatever, right?
Yep. A lot of practice.
I bet it does. Hey, that'd be a lot of fun too, man. Wouldn't mind trying some of that training myself.
Every weekend at the track.
Every weekend? Yep, okay. Come over here for a minute, dude. Let's check this motor out. All right, I'm looking at some Elderbrock valve covers here, the headers and all. This looks like something I would put together back in the day. I bet you this little booger will get it, won't it?
It will. It's all old school.
Yeah, it does look it.
It's just a small block 350 with 461 double humped heads.
Okay.
Comp cam.
Wow.
It's a hot little motor. It's just a small block.
Those heads you got on there, that's what's going to make your power, dude. Those heads are awesome.
Those are old gasser heads.
Yeah, I bet this little Malibu will get it, man.
It does.
All right, that's a shame we can't see you do a burnout right here, you know?
It'd be fun in here.
I bet. Smoke the place up.
And plus it rattled the whole building.
Yeah, I'll bet. You just got open headers under there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome, man. The whole light bar setup and all that, that's cool, man. I'd imagine when you take off down the track, those lights are going, right?
Yeah, we run the lights the whole time.
Yeah.
The kids enjoy it, and all the small kids, big kids. All
love it, man. That's cool.
Yeah. And what we do is we do challenge races. And if the kids come up there, they'll challenge us to a race.
Yeah.
We'll do a bracket race. That way it evens out the cars. And if they beat us, we give them a T-shirt that they outran the cops legally at the drag strip.
That's cool, man.
But that's our way of connecting to them.
Okay. That is awesome. All right, behind me over here, Dollar Bill, look at this Mustang over here. They bring a little bit of both worlds here. They got a little Fox body Mustang and a Malibu. What's under the hood of this thing, man?
This is another small block, a 302. It's got a cam in it, headers, aftermarket intake, just little bolts on.
Okay.
But that's what most of the kids run, and this is what we bring.
Oh yeah. Now even the police knows them little Fox body Mustangs is lightweight, man. You put a little horse behind the hood there, about bam, that thing will get it too, won't it?
Yeah.
Hey
yeah.
man, can you lift the front tires off the ground when you stomp into it?
This one's getting close to it, but
Yeah.
not yet. This one does.
That one does, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just barely.
Wow, it hooks up good, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, you got wheelie bars under it?
No.
Okay, you got to be careful now.
Drag slicks.
All right, now you got to be careful about pulling the front tires off the ground with no wheelie bars.
Well, we're getting close.
Okay, we won't talk about it. That's good. Hey man, I appreciate you showing them to us, buddy. I
That's
think you're
not a
doing this for a
problem.
wonderful cause. We appreciate you, sir.
We appreciate y'all
All
coming
right,
out
so
here.
that wraps it up
Thank
for
you.
the World of Wheels car show. I'm standing here with Chris, and we're gonna get Chris's opinion on today's show, man. I thought it was pretty outrageous. We saw a lot of cool rides and a lot of cool people.
Absolutely, Tim. I tell you what, there's some beautiful hot rods, beautiful antique cars here today. Sun was definitely shining bright on Chattanooga, Tennessee for the World of Wheels.
Man, I was loving it. It was awesome. The caliber of cars here is always very outstanding, Chris. I don't know if we'll see any better anywhere else.
I tell you what, the marquee cars, the ones that are actually featured for promoted by World
Oh,
of
yeah.
Wheels, every one of them are just 100% off the chain, man.
These people did a phenomenal job with them top dollar cars in here. It's just hey, I can't wait to do the next show and see if we can top what we saw today. It was awesome.
Where's that next show? Birmingham, Alabama, I think, in February.
Yes, sir. That'll be in Birmingham. The World of Wheels will be there on February 7th, 8th, and 9th, I believe it is.
That's correct.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we're going to try to make it. So y'all stay tuned to Hot Rod Madness, and we'll show you more later. Thanks for watching.